So a few don'ts and do's about having a meaningful conversation with someone about substance use is first and probably most important is to avoid blaming and shaming and lecturing. Those are all surefire ways of shutting down the conversation. It's important in having a meaningful conversation with someone that you come from a place of care and concern rather than suspicion and blame. And it's important to make that very clear that you're coming from a place of love and care and concern. I went to a meeting a couple of nights ago, and there was the police and stuff presenting. They say this is serious stuff here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know I'm not an idiot. It's not gonna
Well,
happen to me.
you say that, but I don't know if I mean, are you really getting this?
Yeah.
Like, have you read these pamphlets? Because I understand that they were at the school, and everyone's supposed to be reading this kind of stuff. Like what does it say here? Like, do you even know what this one says?
I didn't read them. I'm not an idiot. I don't need
Yeah.
to read them.
Well, maybe you need to start paying better attention. You know what happens when you don't pay attention?
I'm done with this crap.
Hey, come back here. Thanks. I know you're really busy tonight and stuff. You're not in trouble, nothing like that. Just your mom and I were watching TV yesterday, and there was this big thing about fentanyl in Vancouver and stuff. And I really don't know a whole lot about it, but I know that I feel really worried about it. I'm not worried for you. I'm worried for everybody, really. It sounds pretty scary, but I just want to kind of check in with you, kind of what you know about it. In speaking with young people, especially young adults, it's important to acknowledge that that person that you care about does have the power to make choices for themselves. So you don't come across as somehow saying that you have the power to make choices for them. Well, sometimes you don't make the best choices, right? And right now, making some stupid choices can you can end up dead with this kind of stuff. This is no joke. Well, I know that we've talked a little bit about this before, and you're a young man now, and it's a big world out there, and you're making choices that you can only make for yourself. No one can make choices for you anymore. That kind of stuff. So I guess we're just really worried about some of the choices you might be making and what's going on for you. It's very important to be curious about what they understand, what their lived experience is, particularly about what's going on in drug use amongst their own friends and their own community. If you do have specific concerns about a young person's drug use, it's important that you are clear and specific and place your concerns in a way that's not blaming, not shaming, and not attacking. And how stupid it is to be using any kind of drugs.
I'm not an idiot.
Well, you can say that, but I think the facts are you have been using some drugs, and even though you know that it could kill you, you've been using drugs. Like, what part of this don't you understand? So, what's it like to talk to your friends about this kind of stuff?
It's kind of just like we all talk about like if we know because every once in a while we'll hear about somebody in a different school or something that's overdosed and have a little conversation about that. And then somebody knew him at our school, and it's a little bit hard talking about it though sometimes.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to be the Debbie Downer of the group.
Yeah, like going on and on about it and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
it's also very important to be clear that rather than coming from a place of accusing someone, is that you're coming from a place of trying to be helpful and supportive. One suggestion might be is to ask the person about what kind of help or support they might be open to, rather than imposing your beliefs about that. It's also important to finish any conversations with a person about what they would welcome from you or what they would not welcome from you at this point, and perhaps even check in with the person about how the conversation was for them. Don't act as if somehow you don't make stupid choices. And some of the friends you're hanging around with too, right? So, what's with the eye roll? Do you think this is? Do you think I want to sit here and talk to you about this kind of stuff?
I've just heard it too many times.
If there's anything I can ever do, or if there's anything you want to find out about, and we could look at stuff together and because I'm still learning about that would be really cool. If you hear about anything at school, help me understand this stuff better. I'm all in. I'd love to hear about it.
Yeah, I can make sure I let you know.
Okay. Well, thanks very much to just being so open to talking about this, because I know you're really busy, and I don't exactly know as much as you do about that, so thanks for being so patient.